sometimes we just want to hide ourselves from really being seen because it feels uncomfortable to stand in the spotlight. And if you can relate to this, first of all, I want to say that it's when we allow ourselves to expose those aspects of us that has a little bit of social anxiety, for example. When we let ourselves be vulnerable and just allow ourselves to be there and stand there with that feeling kind of exposed, almost like, I don't know if I will cry or not, but when we go there, that's where like pure confidence is found, because we are allowing that aspect of ourselves to be exposed. So therefore, we don't have anything to hide anymore. And oftentimes, it can be that we didn't get the acceptance that we craved or felt seen when we expressed this part of ourselves. And instead, we internalized it as something bad. And therefore, we kind of hide it in different ways in social scenarios, for example, or we avoid being engaged in social settings when we feel like this. That's been true for me in my life. And if you can relate to this, what I've found very effective is to just let people in on what's going on. Like, you really just go there and put it into words that, like, a part of me is a bit afraid of being seen right now, and I kind of want to just like go away and hide myself, and I'm afraid that if I just sit here I will start to cry or I will feel really vulnerable. And like when you say that, people have a lot of compassion, right? Because it's like very human to just go there. But if you hold it all in, that's when you build up this internal pressure, and it becomes even more obvious for people around you that like you are not really engaged as well in the conversation, or you know, people can feel that you hold a mask up or a facade. And instead, when you just like, okay, let's go there where I'm really just allowing myself to be vulnerable and let people in on what's going on, it's like you take down your armor, and therefore you have nothing else to hide. So therefore, it's not that draining to be around people anymore, because you can just be yourself. You have nothing to protect, because you have already shown the parts of yourself that you have been avoiding to face and to let other people in and see. So whenever you feel that like kind of, you know, in your chest or in your solar plexus, that the feeling of feeling alone or misunderstood, or like not being a part of the group or whatever it is, instead to let people in on what's going on for you, can be very, very, very healing, and also allows you to just be more open and easy to connect with, because you're no longer playing a game. Instead, you are actually coming forth as who you are. And then it's not that challenging anymore to be in those settings where you feel that anxiety arising, because it's like, I have nothing to hide. I don't need to hide behind a mask. I can actually invite people into this anxious part of myself, and it doesn't bother me because this is also me. This is also an expression of me, and right now it feels like this. I don't need to judge the experience that I'm in. I'm just allowing myself to be in it. And a part of not judging my experience is to put it into words with other people around me, because that is like really de-armoring the whole situation, and for myself to be more open and expressive and feel relaxed around people, and if I will be like need to cry, I can cry, because it's like, yes, it's human. And even if I'm at a bar or whatever, like I mean today I'm in a position where I can just like, if I have a rough day and I will meet some friends and we go out to a bar and I suddenly feel like a bit small, or like I need to go into my shell, instead I can just go there where I start to express it, where I start to like allow that sadness, for example, to come up. And like if I need a little cry, then I need a cry. And if that's at the bar, I'm at the bar. And if people judge that, it doesn't matter, because it's like, why should I care about what other people think about my authentic expression? And so the more we expose ourselves and the more we put it into words and start with people who are really close to us, the easier it becomes. The easier it becomes to let people in, first of all, but also allow ourselves to go to that place where we previously were hiding from people. And now we have nothing to protect anymore, so therefore it doesn't take any energy, and we can feel more free and liberated to be in whatever expression we are in. And for a long time I felt very like I felt ashamed of going there, because I thought that I was like less of a man, for example, or that people would judge me. But instead what ended up happening was that people could connect with me even more than before, because I was honest. And honesty is like a medicine of resonance. Like when we are honest, we really let people in on what's going on. That's when like we also become more relatable, and people like have more trust in us naturally, because we are true in our expression, in our way of being. So if you're someone that is struggling with this right now, with anxiety and letting people in on it, let me be a living example of what's possible, and maybe you find the courage within yourself to do the same. And I promise you that you will feel a lot better after, because this is just like to free your soul from all the pressure that you have put upon yourself. So that was today's message, and I hope you have a beautiful day, my friend. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.